Alright guys, what's up? So I'm just gonna be honest when I start this video off. This video is not good-natured. I do not have good intentions beside this video. I am recording this video out of oh my god, Papi Chula. Out of sheer hatred and sheer anger. Just in general, at the world and at Dark and Darker. And I'm gonna get into it in a minute. But let's go over the patch notes. And, let's go over the patch. Go ahead and go over the patch notes really quick. Just really quick. So hotfix 107, it's going down right now. They fixed about 100 billion bugs. Some of these are meaningful. I'm hopefully most of them are meaningful. I don't know, but a lot of bug fixes. Ton of them. Like, look at all these. These are all bug fixes. Like what is this? Like, there's so many here. So many. But yeah, I didn't even read through these. I'm just gonna hope the game is better. But the important part. Let's get into the balance, right? Okay. Actually, see what you. Okay, I had to make sure. I had to see what you guys can see on the screen here. So, Fire Colossus via effects. Cool. Balance updates. General. Significantly improved the drop rate for the early quest items. Good. Bellows were literally impossible to find. Great. Improved the drop rates for the first floor bosses. Cool. They removed the piles from the first floor bosses, which I think is really stupid. So those the boss loot's all that you kill them for, and even that it's not that good, so this is definitely needed. Adjusted the quest system so the branching quest lines become unlocked much earlier. This makes sense. You had to do so many quests to unlock the others, and it just took way more time than needed to do the quest because you couldn't do a bunch of them simultaneously. You had to do like, one set, and then one set, and then you unlock another set, and then you unlock another set, and it was just really tedious. Then they updated several quests that previously required you to find a random module to instead explore a module that should always appear. This is good, because finding things like barracks was annoying, because it wasn't always there. Now, let's get into what I'm probably going to be talking about for 20 minutes, really angrily. Classes. Fighter. Actually, no. We're not even going to do that yet. Classes. Barbarian. Movement speed while using the grappling hook has been increased. Grappling hook can now be thrown more quickly. Movement speed during the preparation phase of hurl weapon has been increased. Skull splitter damage has been reduced to 12, and its damage duration has been reduced to 4. And that's all. That's it. That's the whole patch notes for Barbarian. I mean, listen, now not to be one to get a little antsy or a little agitated about this, but I don't see anywhere in these patch notes about Whirlwind, the new skill that they have that's basically a button press and you can insta-wipe a team if they're even slightly out of position, or bare minimum, kill one person if they're slightly out of position, that can't be blocked, basically can't be blocked, that can't be dealt with in doorways because they have no collision. I mean, that really broken new skill that the class has when the class is already fucking insane? No mention of that in these patch notes. None. Not even a buff, honestly, which is surprising because they love to buff barbarians. So, pretty insane, I would say. And the biggest counter to that, currently in the game, is Disarm Fighter. Because if they hit you, you can use the disarm to break it, right? Boom. And that's actually pretty good. However, going back up here, Fighter. The disarm skill mechanic has been updated. The disarm skill no longer disarms a target with a successful attack on the target. Instead, the player must successfully parry an attack while the disarm skill is activated to disarm the attacker. Oh my fucking god. Whoever it is at Ironmace made this change. I can't say what I want to, but no, everything I've wished on SDF, if it's not SDF, I now wish on you. Because this might be the single dumbest thing. Like, this is like proof of Paul's lack of existence. This is SDF coded. No one but the man himself could make a change. This fucking stupid. Okay, let me get into why. So, disarm. And also, they updated disarm, so now it's 6 seconds instead of 4. So, disarm. When you activate it, you have a now 6-second window that it's on your weapon, that you can apply the disarm effect. Before you activated it and it was 4 seconds, so okay, within 4 seconds I have to get a hit to activate my disarm or it goes away. Now let's completely not mention the fact that things like Blow of Corruption, Cutthroat, Weak Point, Reckless Strike, all of these are either permanent or like 12 seconds, a really long time. Disarm was not. Disarm was only 4. And it also had a very long animation and a very loud sound. Very obvious, very obvious way of activating it, right? But now, when you activate Disarm, you have a 6-second timer, and you have to fucking parry an attack. So I activate a skill that requires you to hit me to make it have any effect. And it's on a timer. So I pop my skill, and you just look at me like I'm a fucking idiot because I'm sitting there holding up my sword trying to parry an attack, and if I don't, I can't even use my skill. Like, do we understand how absolutely brain dead idiotic that is? Like, thank you, every fucking idiot that was crying for a nerf to this skill. You just got it fucking removed from the game, so good job. I hope it fucking, like, I hope this is what you wanted. I'm sure a lot of people did, because a lot of people out there are so fucking dog shit at this game that they have no idea how to play around it. And a lot of people are going to be like, ah, wow, listen to him cry. And it's like, yeah, I'm fucking pissed off. Because my class, that has been fucking dog shit forever and has no threat in melee, finally had a threatening skill added. Something that you were all, I have to, if I fight them in melee, I have to watch out for this. Things like most classes have. Smite, DP, weak point, cutthroat, reckless, savage roar, war cry. What else? Fucking, I don't know, intense focus, Bach wizards, like ignite magic staff. All of these things that classes have that make them scary in melee that you have to play around. Fighter finally had one of those added. And within a span of a week, it has been removed from the game effectively. Because I promise you, no one is using this skill anymore. If you do, you are fucking trolling. Like, I can't get over. Thing is, I don't even care if it got nerfed, right? Like, I'm not going to sit here and say Disarm wasn't a good skill. Disarm was a very, very good skill. I don't think it was broken, but I think it was very, very good. But the problem is it's like a skill check. Is if you don't know what you're doing and you are not good at this game, Disarm is going to feel broken to you because they're going to pop it, they're going to hit you, and you're literally going to be walking around with your hands out like an absolute donkey, or maybe punching the air because you're spamming left click because you don't actually know what you're doing. And they're going to hit you like 3 times before you can do anything, and yeah, it's going to feel really broken. I've seen so many players do that. But if you actually know how to play this game, you're going to see it coming because they make a sound and there's an animation. They're going to hit you with it. You're going to get disarmed. You're going to hold your hands up in front of your face to block their next attack, take very, very reduced damage, and then you're going to pull your weapon back out and you're back to normal. And that's their skill gone. The best use that Disarm had was to counter Barbarian Whirlwind, which is why I'm making such a big deal about this. The fact that they did not touch Whirlwind at all. At all. None. Now, the only counter to it is fucking Pommel Strike, which is a horrible skill. It is dog shit. Like, it's bad. To start off with, you have to have a primary weapon equipped to use it. It has to be one-handed, and it's a terrible hitbox. It's really short, it's not very good, and it's not a skill you want to run. It is so much less consistent than Disarm that it's so bad. But if you're running a two-ender, you can't do it. You're not running Disarm. And, like, there's just no way. There's no way anyone is running Disarm with a two-hander. And I get it logically, or for the realism aspect, Disarm working on the parry makes more sense. But for the actual gameplay, it just becomes bad. Like I said, if they made this so there wasn't a timer and it was just permanently activated, the same way something like Weak Point or Cutthroat is until you activate it, that's fine. But in this capacity, it has just become completely useless. It went from one of the better skills in the game to bottom tier. Like, horrible. And the thing that really, really pisses me off above all of this is so the banner, right? The new skill that fighter has, the stand ground or whatever, stand your ground, stand united. I don't know what it's called. The banner that gives you +5 all stats. That shit is the best skill in the game, bar none. It is so incredibly broken. By far, it is better than every other skill in this game that every other class has access to. Broken. But no one is complaining about it, and no one is crying for it to get nerfed. And they didn't nerf it here, when it's so insanely good. And it's literally just because people are so stupid that if they can't actively see it right in front of their face giving the person a buff, it just doesn't exist. But Disarm actually does, which is just fucking hilarious to me. So, like, congratulations, we're back to another skill being completely useless. So now that this skill has been removed from the game, you're just going back to Adrenaline Rush or Sprint or Second Wind or whatever. I mean, you can try out Pommel Strike, but it's pretty garbage. I'll probably try it because, I'm just going to be honest with you. Without Disarm to counter Whirlwind Barbarians, you have to have something. Like, you do. Whirlwind is just too good that if you don't have something to deal with it, you're just going to instantly lose the game. That's how it works. It's that broken. But yeah, this, like, genuinely, I will say this. I was enjoying the game. I thought the game was in a very, very good spot. I was having a lot of fun with this wipe especially. I thought they made a really, really good update. Really, a really strong suggestion to come back to the game with this update. But Seeing this right here just immediately takes me back through, like, I just got like flashbacks of every terrible update they've ever done, and I'm just reaffirmed that the people at the head of this game have no idea what's going on. None. Like, listen, nerfing disarm, I expected it to some extent because so many people were crying about it. I don't think it needed it personally, but I expected it. The extent to which they have nerfed it is so ridiculous for the fact that they haven't also nerfed Whirlwind. They didn't nerf Banner. They nerfed specifically this. And this is just kind of the fighter, like, this is the fighter norm. This class always ends up getting nerfed because if you are a dog shit at this game and you are horrible at this game, you feel that this class is OP. And that is just, that's how it's always been. The people that play this game in normals and have no idea what's going on, or the people that are just, running around clueless. And hey, no flame to you if you're a dog shit player. I mean, I say it sounds sarcastic, right? But if you're a bad player, it is what it is. But that is why fighter ends up getting nerfed all the time. That is why this skill just got removed from the game, because they are adjusting it around people that have no clue what's going on, and instead of trying to counterplay something, they just want to cry about it and get it removed. And that's effectively what happened here. A skill that absolutely had counterplay was just removed from the game, and now, I mean, it just sucks, right? It sucks that something that was really good and actually made a difference for the class just gets removed from the game effectively. But yeah, moving on here, because I don't feel like bitching about it anymore. I'm just tilted, and I'm already, is what it is. Hold on, let me just go ahead and apply one of those. Anyways, Sorcerer, the movement speed bonus while casting spell stride has been reduced to negative 50 or to 15%. The knockback power of Air Master has been reduced to 25%. Wind Blast spell tier has been increased by 1, and its cooldown has been increased to 15 seconds. Vortex's spell tier has been increased by 1, and its cooldown has been increased to 21 seconds. Good changes. Warlock Sorcerer is really, really strong. Way too hard to ever get on top of. Overall solid. Bard, movement speed while playing instruments has been increased. The movement speed bonus of Jolly Time is reduced to 5. The movement speed bonus of Beats of Relaxery has been adjusted from 579 to 456. Just bringing stuff in line with the rest of the classes. It's just, I mean, it just makes sense, right? It's stuff they've always done. Once they adjust movement speed, they go back and retroactively adjust some of the other classes that need to be more in line or too fast. Items. The hand cannon weapon damage has been reduced by 5. The firing time of the hand cannon has been reduced. The hand cannon now deals an additional 10 true physical damage, and its armor penetration effect has been removed. The projectile speed of hand cannon ball has been increased by 10%. Movement speed while attacking and reloading with the sling has been increased. The damage of lantern shield counterattacks have been increased. For this to be anything, it's going to have to be like over a 50% increase, because lantern shield damage is like abysmal. It's even less than an arming sword M1. So this is going to need a giant increase to make this even remotely worthwhile. The maximum health of Light Akaton and Frostlight Akaton has been increased by 1. The primary stat of Dark Cuirass has been reduced by 1. The spell power of Wizard Shoes has been reduced by 1. Yeah, because Wizard Shoes needed a nerf, I guess. The developer comments, this hotfix brings several bug fixes and balancing changes to help smooth some of the bumps from the recent major update. The initial response to the update has been great, and we look at this as a good foundation to build upon. We're working hard to get more features before the end of the month, including the highly anticipated workshop feature. We thank you for your patience. We'll see you in the dungeon. I hope you're fired. I hope you're fired, Paul. I just want you to know that. I do. I hope you and SDF are sharing a cardboard box. We're going to clown react that. Clown react that. Did I miss any clown reacts? Hold on. Good check. Clown react that one. And there we go. Clown react that one. W. Yeah, that's it for most of the patch notes. I'm just tilted. Like I said, I expected to get nerfed. I did. I absolutely did, because so many people cried about it. I never expected it to this extent. This is no longer a skill. It isn't. This has been removed from the game. This is just terrible. Like I said, like a skill that you pop that has a 6-second timer that requires the person to hit you in that timer. I mean, it's stupid. Like it just doesn't make sense, right? It's like, okay, I pop my skill, now hit me. Or not, sorry, it's not, actually, no, that's not even, that actually makes it better. It's not even just hit me. It's hit my weapon. The thing is, you already are actively avoiding hitting my weapon so you don't let me parry you. Now, you are even doubly so inclined to avoid hitting my parry. The thing that you were already doing before, you are still going to do, but now you get an even bigger benefit out of it, because one of my skills goes on cooldown, or like one of my skills hinges on you parrying me. I mean, like, what are we doing, man? Like, we're just stupid. Like, we are absolute idiotic failures. Some would even call us super dumb fucks. And with that being said, catch you guys later. Peace.